Hi, Dr. Pelto here. I had a patient ask me this question: will Shockwave make my plantar fasciitis worse? And this is a good question. This is an example of one of the Shockwave machines that we have. This is a radial Shockwave. What is Shockwave, and will it make my plantar fasciitis worse? So let me explain. The way I think about plantar fasciitis: if your pain is more than an 8, 9, or a 10, and you're limping around every single day, I find it hard to do Shockwave because you're limping around. I might do a cortisone injection. I might put you into a walking boot to initially calm things down. If you have more of an acute plantar fasciitis, meaning it's been there for a long time or it's not as bad, then I will consider Shockwave. It doesn't make it worse. You're supposed to feel it. When you're doing the treatment, it's supposed to be sensitive. You're supposed to feel it so you know it's working. And the way we do it is we tend to start out in a low level, and then we increase it up as your area starts to feel better. Okay, so it's not going to make it worse though. I guess some of the way we kind of explain it can make things a little confusing. We usually say it's going to make it worse before it gets better. What I mean by that is if you have chronic plantar fasciitis, you need to, it's stalled. So let me show you a picture here. So this is an example of an x-ray with a heel spur right here, but this is an example of the plantar fascia. So a right and a left. The right one, it looks like the tissue around there, and the left one is thicker and blacker, and it looks different than the tissue around it. This is more of a chronic plantar fasciitis, okay, or a fasciosis. And this is stalled. The problem with the fascia is that it's kind of like a ligament on the bottom of the foot. It's white, so it doesn't have the best blood supply. So it doesn't really heal that well. If it doesn't heal in a couple months, instead of healing, it's going to get thicker. And I kind of call that scarring of it. And what we have to do to help this to heal is we do Shockwave to injure that area, to increase the blood flow, and then your body can heal it. So I guess you try to make it worse before you better, but you have to injure it with the Shockwaves so that the area will heal. Usually I do between 3 and 6 sessions, depending on how long you've had pain. If you've had pain for over 6 months or a year, you might get 6. But I'd start with 3 in a package, and then I see about 6 weeks later, and I might do another 3. And then occasionally I'll throw in an amnio injection if needed as well. So that's kind of how I treat plantar fasciitis. I'm going to include a little link here to a book that I put together on plantar fasciitis. You can look at that. That's free to everyone. And then some other resources on plantar fasciitis. Hope you guys find that beneficial. If you have any other questions, please put them underneath and I'll try to answer them. Okay, thanks guys. Please subscribe to the page and tell me that you like it. Okay.